recording, right?
Nah.
We are? Because we got to cut the long intro. You know what I mean? Them joints be like a few minutes and
Yeah,
shit.
I don't think it was the whole time. But
Yo.
here.
Well, we slid in there like my man Ricky Henderson at home plate. What up? We back for another date. You know what I'm saying?
Bars.
Episode 5, Deakkon and the Diplomat. I'm the Deakkon. That's the Diplomat. What's good?
Man, I'm just living my best life, bro. How you feeling?
Man, hey, same, bruh. You know what I
That's
mean?
what's up,
Shit
yeah.
good, dog. Really can't complain. Life,
Vibing out here.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, Black History Month. You know what I mean? I feel like every month is Black History. You can't tell the history of nothing without black people. But nah, shit good, man. Can't complain.
I was gonna say, yeah, when you live in your moment, you're a black man in America. Every day is part of Black History Month.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, every day dangerous for real. Like, regardless of what you put on, regardless of how you dress, at least that's how I feel. Like, every day is dangerous.
Man, listen, I was at the bus stop today watching some construction workers, and one of them was an African American man, and he was walking up a ladder, going up a 4-story apartment building, doing some roofing. And I'm just looking, I'm like, this shit's precarious. One false step, this man is going to tumble. It was crazy. So, needless to say, his life is dangerous on a regular, because that was his job. Like, that's what hey, I'm going to work. That's what I'm doing.
Right.
Type shit.
So he chooses to do that job, right? He gets paid to do that job.
Yeah.
We ain't choose to be black. I wouldn't choose, I wouldn't choose to be nothing else. Don't get it fucked up. I wouldn't choose to be nothing else, but this ain't we didn't choose this. And we ain't choose to be viewed, looked at, degraded, beat on, we ain't choose to be none of that shit.
Nah, nobody would choose right.
So, I mean, yeah, for the black man that's at the construction site, my nigga, do not slip off that ladder.
Don't.
Stay safe. Follow all OSHA guidelines. Three touch points on the ladder while climbing.
He knows.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but nah, for all our viewers out there that are of the brown, black, you know, high yellow, whatever you identify as African American, this episode is for y'all, cause we gonna dig into we gonna talk about black. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we gonna talk
Today's
about
episode of Black.
And see, the whole kill is we can only speak from our perspective of being black, from a little bit of perspective from people we've been around being black, shit that we've watched, because everybody's experiences is different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We was talking a little bit before we came on about fuck. See, I draw a blank. That's why I shouldn't drink on set, but whatever.
Wow.
Nah,
Okay.
but we was talking about Chet and them. Why? Oh, a person, right? Okay, a person who's white, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they grew up in, I don't know, East Baltimore or something, right? They grew up around all black people,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they grew up saying the word nigga, they comfortable, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if said white person goes to, let's say, you know, Southeast DC or North, whatever, in DC somewhere, and they start spitting that shit out their mouth, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna fly.
And at the end of the day, it comes down to the discernment of the individual who grew up in East Baltimore. Like, he has to understand that in his circle, in his network, it's acceptable. But outside of this network, other people will have a certain view, and he should conduct himself accordingly.
But if you have to think that deeply about it, should you really be saying it then? If you gotta check yourself.
Yes and no, because there's ways that you communicate with you and me and your friends outside of work, but there are ways that you wouldn't communicate with your colleagues and individuals that you work with. You wouldn't communicate with them the same way you communicate with us.
Yeah, but see, they're not the same, because we talking about a peer group and we talking about a place that I make money at.
But it's
I'm
at the
not
same
going to take.
time, it's a different group you
Hold on,
interact with.
no, hold on, because my job has specific rules that says I can't say certain shit while I'm at work.
But why?
I
Why do
can't call
they?
my boss a cracker.
Why?
I can't call
Why?
anybody else in there a nigga
Why?
because it's offensive to the overall masses. You don't know who may be offended
Right.
and who may not.
Right. But that same rule would apply to social groups. However, in your social group, you know that, okay, they're not going to get offended by this word. That's what I'm saying. It's the same kind of stipulation.
I think it's apples and oranges when you talking about where I make my money at and where I go hang out at. And the shit that, because I wouldn't hang out and do the same shit that I do with my friends, that I do with my coworkers. I probably wouldn't hang out with my coworkers too much. So it's like,
it's the same thing. There are parameters that we have with different social groups.
I mean, I get where you trying to connect the dots. Like, I get what you saying. So
what's wrong with
the
it?
premise ain't lost on me, but I just think that it's different because it's about money. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, I don't know. Maybe if it was like a volunteer group or something, like, I don't know, you volunteered to help old ladies bake cookies or something. You know what I mean?
You're not telling me your behavior would be different from work, from a volunteer situation.
It would, because it also depends on my work environment. If I work in a warehouse, that type of talk might be okay, but if I work in an office, it might not be.
Again, you're and the
so
way
I draw the line at work, because work puts specific rules. There are no rules that govern my peer groups. There are rules that govern my workplace. I can't say to a woman in my workplace, I like what you have on today. That might be sexual harassment. You know what I'm saying? But I can
go ahead.
I can approach a woman outside and say, I like what you have on, and she may take it as a compliment. Work has different rules that govern what you're supposed to do while you there. If America had a rule that said you can't say the word nigga or you get 2 years in prison, how many people would be saying the word nigga?
Dang.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you have rules change people's minds. There's no rule that says that white man doesn't have to, that he's not going to go down there and say nigga around whoever. The consequences just might be different.
I think we're saying the same thing.
We are saying the same thing. I just feel like it's different when it comes to work, because work has specific rules in place where you can read them and say, this language is offensive.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why it goes back to what I'm saying. Like, the individual who grew up in East Baltimore has to have that kind of discernment to understand that, yeah, there are no rules that say this. However, there are parameters in which society operates in. Then you're going to a different area. They may move differently from your normal network. So you should be aware of these things.
Right. So this is what I'm saying. Okay. If your specific peer group, I'm a black man, if I go into work and I work with all black people and one white person, and I say the word nigga because my peer group says the word nigga and all that, and I'm not paying attention to this white man, I don't care what he thinks, woo, 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 but he's offended.
The white guy's offended?
The white guy's offended by me saying the word nigga because he's like, yo, I grew up during the marches and I fought on the side of civil rights. And so I feel the word nigga is offensive, and I don't feel like black people should use the word nigga for talking to each other.
And you work with them?
And I work with them. But
so
all my, but I work with all people that say the word, we all together, we black, except one white person.
But you just said, like, you wouldn't, because you're at work, there are certain words that you would deem offensive that you couldn't say.
What I'm saying is, when we talking about work overall, I don't want to keep going too deep on this. Work has rules. Right. All I'm saying. But see, if you're in a warehouse, it doesn't mean that Amazon doesn't say you can't use the word nigga. But if you're in a warehouse with a bunch of niggas, you're probably going to be saying the word nigga while you're in there.
So you're going to break the rules regardless. So
somebody I know got reprimanded at work for saying SMD to his coworkers.
That's offensive. Why would
you saying what?
SMD.
Suck my...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To his male coworkers.
That's wild.
So you're saying that's offensive?
Because sexual harassment charge.
Okay.
Because I mean, because you're at work. It's
that's the parameters he's talking about. Though.
Exactly.
That's right.
We're all saying the same thing.
No. There's rules that govern work. There are no rules that govern a peer group. The rules that govern your peer group are like laws of the jungle or societal rules.
Or whatever you guys deem acceptable within your network.
And within your peer group, correct. So that's where we agree.
We're saying the same thing. Yeah.
All right. I think that the part about work kind of like threw it off. You know what I'm saying? Because we just saying it about the social part. Because in a social setting, this white man, let's say from East Baltimore, shows up in D.C. You know what I mean? And when he goes into D.C., he walks down the block or whatever. He goes outside the store and he like, yo, what's up, my nigga? Can I get a jack? Now, most of them people like, look, now for real, we quick. Black people quick with it. Discern like they might be like, I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
like,
smoke cigarettes, dog.
Or they might be like, what the fuck you say? Or they might look at him and be like, oh, man, hey, yo, who is this dude? You know what I mean? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What's up with that? But the thing is, if a white boy that came down there with a big-ass Confederate flag jacket, you know what I'm saying, a red bandana or a MAGA hat.
Because it's the jack.
And he was like, yo, what's up, my niggas? Can I get a jack? They'll beat him into oblivion. Regardless of if he grew up in East Baltimore around or not. But so that's what I'm saying. But hold on, that's what I'm saying. There's way too much thinking that has to go into it.
I fucking hate algebra and these variables, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
There's so much shit that goes into it.
I had to take algebra twice, dog, so I got good at this shit.
Yeah. As much as I joke about, I mean, math is one of them.
But yeah, bro, that's all I'm saying. I feel like it's different. So we talked about the whole like white person saying the word nigga dynamic before. So we've kind of touched on what we feel about that. But like I feel like when you were saying something about governing.
The initial conversation we started having was, we're going towards the end of Black History Month. What are some things we could, and looking like an analysis, stop, start, continue kind of thing. What are some things that I feel or you feel that we as the Black community as a whole need to stop doing, start doing, continue doing for the betterment of our community, society as a whole, right? And that's where the conversation started. So one thing I had said from personal experience is we as a Black community need to stop policing what the Black experience is, because we're all different and our experiences are all going to be different. And there's no real way to say you're Black because this happened, because this happened, because this didn't happen, so on and so forth. Like every Black person's life is going to be different. Yeah, you're smiling because you know what I'm talking about. They keep coming for me, bro. And I'm like, I'm just as Black as y'all. Like, what do you mean? Like,
hey, yo.
Leave me the hell alone, bro. I didn't do nothing to y'all, bro. I'm just here.
Yo. Hey, bro. Hey, look. You said it all here, so I'm going to address it all here. I'm glad that you said that, young, because actually, for real, I was a little bit, like, concerned with that. I was like, I hope you don't feel like that. I was hoping that you didn't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like something that as I kind of watched them back a little, I was like, I just hope you ain't feel. But, dog, some things be a little bit like, I have a question. But it's not the question you being Black.
No, for sure. With you,
you should know that, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
With you, I know that. I'm not talking about you. Not talking about you, Price. I'm just saying experiences that I've had in my life numerous times from when I was 13 all the way till now I'm 37. It's like, why am I getting questioned on my experiences because they're different from others?
Just because you wasn't able to be on that shared experience with him. Pretty much things like I could joke about Juice and pretty much think that he's going to have seen Juice. You know, it's certain things that you
movie shit.
See, there's certain things where it's not like we question your blackness, but it's just some things we just be like, damn, how you ain't see that? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Or how you ain't hear that?
Yeah.
And some things I gotta separate pop culture from hip hop culture from just being black.
Facts.
That's very,
because Juice to me is hip hop culture.
Okay, and
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Facts. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. It was a thing of not feeling like you was in or a part of something, or like you was left out if you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And not just amongst my friends. Like, if I didn't see Juice, I would have felt left out. Everybody's talking about Juice, and I never saw it.
Right. Think about when Martin was on air when we was.
Hey, bro, hey, my nigga, I'm so glad he brought that up. Nah, I'm gonna say why. Put my phone out for a second. I'm gonna say why. Because I remember in school, my 4 years of high school, bruh, if you didn't see Martin and Living Color, I think I'm missing one. It's another show that, like, if you missed them joints, you had no idea what people was talking about. That's where a lot of niggas' jokes came from, how people got funny. People was joning on each other. Like, they was getting that shit from that. And it was like, not even if they was still, like, it gave you something to talk about, too. Yo, you seen Martin? That nigga Mom was saying, woo, woo, you seen The Living Color? Like, and if you missed that joint, you felt like you was kind of left out the loop. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't had the internet. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe you had the internet too. So like we got our entertainment from the TV, bruh, and the radio. You had to go find these tapes to be plugged in. So like if you wasn't a hip hop head, I wouldn't have known when the new Ghostface tape came out.
Yeah.
But because I stayed in the Wiz and Waxy Maxy, showing my age, you know what I'm saying? I was in there buying tapes. When Cameron Confessions of Fire junk came out, nigga, I went and bought the tape. But I didn't know that other than going down there and maybe getting a Source magazine or one of my, like, I don't know, did you used to get the Source?
Actually, Source
Yeah, I was like, reading them joints at one of my friends' house or seeing the Source of XXL and seeing when like a tape was about to come out. You know what I'm saying? That's how we was plugged in.
Yeah, you actually check it for 5 mics to see if you want to buy this album.
True indeed. Because you can't go listen to it first. Nobody buys albums no more, bro. You can go listen to the shit on YouTube for free. You just might have to deal with an ad or two.
Like, I don't know if you know what it feels like to not know what a song is, but hear it in everybody's radio that's passing you. Like, geez, I've been in Philly where All State Property was popping.
Maybe when I was a kid, I'd be like, what song is that? And then I would come across it.
Yeah. Now we had the internet, it tells you fast. We got Shazam, it'll tell you so fast. Like,
yeah, that's true.
But see, I feel like too, maybe we missed a lot because we didn't have access to shit like that. But I also felt like that made us hungrier to go find shit because I bought a rack of tapes that I might have listened to one time and never listened to that shit again on the strength of, oh, this is Nappy Roots, or oh, this is so-and-so, Brand Nubian. I'm not saying I threw them joints to the side, but like, I'm just trying to think of a name. Anyway, somebody I might not be familiar with, like certain artists, if I heard them, I just was like, I'm going to get it regardless. Scarface was one of them. If Scarface had a tape, I'm going to get it. I'll just listen to it. If it's some trash, it's some trash. But I trusted that a Scarface tape wasn't going to be trash. But I would also just buy some random shit too, so I could listen to somebody I ain't never heard of. And if I ain't like it, that shit went to the side.
And to me, that's something that doesn't translate anymore. Right? No. Like back in the day, I would go get anybody from Queensbridge just because I like how Nas rap. I would get anybody from Wu-Tang just because I like how the original 7 or 10
Yep. And I know he'll agree with this. You might have heard a feature nigga on one of the songs, like you might have heard Big Noid or whoever the fuck on a Nas album be like, I'm gonna go buy the Big Noid joint, but Big Noid ain't somebody who everybody know, but you might just go buy the tape. I bought Trash joint because he was all over War Report.
Right. I bought Pat Poose because he was on Cool G Rap's album.
See what I'm saying? So it's like now, but also back then the quality, and we kind of went off of Black history because we talking about music and shit now. But like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm a hip hop head too, bro. This shit might go off the rails. I love it. Hey, yeah, I could talk about music all day, dog.
I see.
Like,
I see.
but nah, bro. Getting back to what you were saying, let's kind of bring it back to what you were saying. So,
yeah, no, so. Yeah, just like policing the Black experience, just because we all don't experience the same things the same way is not to say that we don't encounter the same obstacles. We're not jumping the same hurdles like that episode of Fresh Prince.
But you don't feel that we are. I feel that we are just because we Black. We're jumping the same hurdles from an overall perspective. We're definitely
100%
all in the same mix. So that's where I'm confused about policing the Black race. I feel like there has to be. Go ahead.
I was say I kind of understand him. Like growing up in our era, there was really kind of only one Black experience that was advertised to everybody.
The gangster joint.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But
no, that's not true.
Well,
that's not true. I'm about to say because.
But we didn't learn about Black nerds and this kid that run like Naruto or whatever. Like. We didn't know about other groups.
They didn't have to run like that.
Hey, bruh, that's not.
That's why Urkel was able to make it because he was the white man's nerd. Like, he wasn't really a Black nerd, and they didn't have any vision of what a Black nerd really looked like.
So let's bookmark this one thing I'm about to say, so we can keep going with what you were saying about how far we are behind as a Black race. But I somewhat agree with what you're saying, but on the flip side to it, I think that it was definitely disproportionate that they were pushing the gangster shit and all that, but that was more to scare white people. You know what I'm saying? And we will go way off the rails if I start talking about why I feel like they did that. We'll go way off the rails because I think it was to scare white people out of buying drugs in Black communities because white people were the biggest fucking consumers of cocaine and crack in the motherfucker. Like, they just drove through the hood and left. The niggas around there buying it fucked the hood up. So I don't want to go all the way into that. You know what I'm saying? Well, you put your hand up like you was a little confused. Nah,
I was tracking. I was like, and then you finished what you were saying. I was like, okay, so that makes okay.
Yeah. Let me finish what I'm saying first, bro. I'll get there. You know what I mean? I'll get there.
I go through it, but I won't interrupt you. I'll just go through it. You'll see me go through it, but I won't say anything.
See, and that's why I don't like going off the rails because somebody gotta bring it back.
Well, okay, all right. Fair.
So you wrote down the bookmark though, right?
Yeah.
I wanted you to finish your thought because in my mind I was thinking, for me, the internet broke down a lot of these walls to where everybody began to have a voice.
Yeah.
And we could see more. Like even I've watched slang start to cross like state lines because of the internet. You know, that's why we say cap and all this other stuff now. Before then, you had to actually go there and know.
Bro,
to know
I was wondering where that came from.
Bruh, we talked about that shit in episode 1 when the very first episode we did of this shit. How slang not regional no more because it's the internet. Everybody's talking like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So the Black shared experience gets expanded.
Now.
Yeah,
yes.
Sure.
And your Black experience, of course, everybody's experience is going to be different. But I honestly feel like, and I can't say every because I don't want to talk in absolutes, but the majority of Black men in this country have had negative experiences with the police. You may not have. I don't know. And that's not saying that that's a bad thing. This is the thing I want to, not to police the Black experience, but It just shows how we're not equal. The black experience should be the same experience as every other fucking race. I shouldn't have to experience when I get pulled over by the police, my motherfucking stomach drops. And I'm like, is this the night I'm going to get killed? I'm confused. If you don't have that thought in your head,
I don't.
how you can't have that thought with all the shit that's gone on with police brutality where niggas get shot for doing nothing.
Well, I think that will come down to his experiences with police.
Hold on, young. Anybody, bro, race regardless, dog, red and blue behind you, Slim, your fucking stomach drops. Cause you like, what the fuck did I do? A motherfucking old white man is gonna probably be like, oh shit. Because they're not used to dealing with the police.
Because that police though. Why if I'm mad, but be nervous, throw my hand out the window is
Exactly. Now, the black experience says you need to have your hands on the steering wheel. My nigga, do you feel like you can just move your hands freely in the car with the police?
No.
So then, okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Go
ahead.
What was your question?
That was my question.
The answer is no. I would not.
So you are a nigga, correct?
I gotta be.
You are a nigga, correct?
Why I gotta be a nigga? Why can't I just be an individual who got pulled over by the police? Why do I?
Because your friend that you described in that scenario where some white people called y'all and your nigga friend too or whatever, your friend that was driving that car that was white would probably not give a fuck about moving his hands in the car. He'll be talking like this to the police. Why the fuck did you pull me over? But my nigga, would you do that? Would you be like, hey, yo, hold on. I got to put the cup down. Would you be like, yo, officer, the fuck is you pulling me over for? My insurance and my registration is in here. Would you do any of that?
No.
You'll get your ass murked. Murked. I be like, yo, my nigga Diplomat, Slim. I told him he was a nigga. I told him he was a nigga.
What also here though is that they have never made him feel like he's black. Cops have made me feel like I'm.
Cops have made me feel like I'm black before they even got to the car.
But what is? So that's what I'm not understanding. What is feeling like you're black? Like,
what the fuck do you mean?
I really didn't do anything.
Facts.
You saw who I was and you pulled me over for that reason.
Bro, and look, we got plenty light in this motherfucker to show my skin tone, nigga. And I've been pulled over by the police for driving while black. Okay? That shit's funny to this. Yo, it's funny because, yeah, I'm a light-skinned nigga. I've been pulled over by the police for nothing.
I think you would have maybe had to grow up in the 90s and
he did grow up in the 90s, though.
Yeah, but not. I don't know how you grew up in the 90s, but I know.
I'm here.
No, wait a minute. No. He grew up with the internet. That's the difference.
You never had cops lie on you or say
or tell you that we found scrapings of blood on your fucking carpet in your car. We need to take you to jail.
Just because of who you are, now I need to search your whole car. Like
no, I've never had that. No.
Just because you drove by me kind of fast, now I gotta sit you on the curb and have bring the dogs out and all this other stuff.
Yo, long time ago, this shit happened at Anacostia. If my cousin Tony watching, he know this shit. Me and him, brothers, my cousin, we all just hanging out, family, little shit, get together or whatever. Yeah, we went to go get something. You know what I mean? Cops pulled us over, put us on the curb. Didn't find shit, but stripped my cousin whole motherfucking car. Now, the whole time he's there, this mama hit the gas pedal a couple times to blow the exhaust in our face while we're sitting on the curb. Ripped his shit apart and didn't find Nathan and rolled off to have a nice night. Because of the area we was in and we were a car full of black boys. Simple and plain.
Like I said, like you never had nobody follow you from around the store. You never had like
the jump out squad in Georgetown pulled out on me, my boy Jay Lee. Can't even remember the nigga name. And I know one of the nigga name was Cam, and I can't remember the other nigga name that was there that started crying, but it was one nigga that started crying and talking about his father was a fucking lawyer or whatever the fuck he kept saying, young. But we went into the 7-Eleven in Georgetown, young. Paid for all of our shit. Now, granted, niggas had on, I had an Eddie Bauer on, my man's had on an Eddie Bauer on, like we had big coats and shit, but we paid for all our stuff. Left out, got in a minivan of all things, nigga. We're riding through, dog, and I'm telling you, it's like a fucking movie. Every street, they coming down. The Georgetown got a lot of narrow-ass streets. They hem us up, guns out, and put the shit in the window like, yo, let's see. We had to produce receipts and shit. I'm like, the two officers was standing in there watching us, and they was black.
I have no words for that. Cause that's
So my nigga, it's like, I'm not saying that to be a black man or a black woman, you have to have a gun pulled on you by the police.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope that you never experience no shit like that, bruh. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is that as a black man, I have this inherent, like, fear when I see the police, like, yo, I don't know what the fuck y'all might do. You might look at me and determine this is the day I want to just go fuck with this nigga.
Never.
And I walk around like that.
That's a shared experience with a lot of us.
Damn.
And it's crazy that you don't feel that. And I'm curious as to why.
And I'm happy that you don't.
I am too. That means somebody done a good job of keeping you like away from a lot of shit.
Right, because I had PTSD and trauma from police alone.
Facts. Yo, there was one time, Slim, I was down in Highsville.
They work out with them. Damn.
I mean, I got a couple people that I grew up with or whatever that are the police. Like, I don't hate them as people. And I don't think that if they saw me, they would probably press me out like they would too many other people, but that's only because I know who they are.
I mean, I feel that same type of way. Yeah, I don't hate my individuals for that same reason. But at the same time, when they pull up over here on the block in that van, they start yelling my name, I start sweating like a motherfucker. I feel some type of way. Like, if, like today they might want to decide to be a cop.
They just might. They just might, because once you decided to be the Fed, young, like, I can't trust you. You a Fed, bruh. Like, it's feds and criminals, dog. It ain't that big of a difference, dog.
So look, I was in South Carolina, right? 8 of us in 2 expensive ass trucks. We going to the convenience store as we're getting gas. Everybody paid for everything. Nobody still, we might be hype and stuff, but everybody paid for their things. We get our gas, we leave. Cops decide to follow us out of that parking lot and pull us over a half mile down the street. Why?
Because y'all were black with an expensive truck.
In South Carolina.
In South Carolina.
I don't know, bro. Like, I haven't lived it. I don't know.
I mean, I'm glad that you haven't had these experiences, but you got to understand that a lot of us do share these experiences.
For sure.
We're getting messed with for no reason. You mind your business.
So, as a black man, and I know this is going to probably be unpopular to say, but maybe if I give a little bit of context to it, it'll be easier to understand.
Okay.
And maybe easier to digest, because there are white people that I genuinely fucking love, bro. Yeah. Like, that I consider family. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I would never look at them or think that they would have any ill will towards me or ill intent towards my family. Like, my parents fuck with them. Like, I know some of them because of my parents. Some of the parts of where we grew up at. Like, I got friends that I would never discount. I don't look at them and say, that's my white friend. That's just my friend. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what color you are. You're my friend. You know what I'm saying? So I say that because I don't want it to seem like I just don't like white people. I don't dislike white people or have a hatred towards white people, but there's a thing that I do have that's a bit of like a mistrust for him.
There's some caution there.
There's like a hesitation or apprehension with like completely trusting that, I don't know, that they do have my best interest at heart. Now, once I've got to know the people that I've gotten to know, that's why I trust them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I find, and speaking to the trust thing, it's like, this is not to say to brag or nothing, right? Because sometimes it's about what you show, and especially in this day and age, if you ain't flashing $1 million or driving a Tesla or Maserati, motherfuckers don't believe shit, right? But I went and got my degree. I got a degree in business, whatever, concentration in finance. So I understand a little bit about money, saving and all that. I had anyway, me, if I was dressed like this, right, talking the same shit that a white man in a suit would, black people would probably be more likely to trust that white man in the suit than me.
Why
Even
is
though
that,
I look like, because they're a white man in a suit.
But is it?
That's why.
Is it
Because
is
it's less likely, even though we're comfortable chilling. This is not a seminar, not a presentation. But if I'm like, yo, if you save XYZ amount a month, you know what I'm saying, you could buy yourself a con 6 months, right? But we just talking, they'll just.
Is it because it's a white man in the suit? Or
Yeah, I think it's because it's a white man in a suit,
you
and
don't
white
think
men
it's
in
about the suit.
no, it's a white
Really?
man in a
No?
suit because America has projected white men in suits as power. So that's
you don't
why.
think it's the suit that kind of
No, I think it's a white man in a suit because even black women going to work with white men in suits, look at white men in suits and come home and treat their blue collar fucking husband like shit. This is the black experience. You date white women. So it's a little bit different. No, I'm just saying, no, it's different because you don't know how they look at you. So that's why it's different.
You date real white women?
Yeah, I'm about to say, if you dated, like,
What the fuck is?
I date white women who identify as black.
but see, I don't like them neither
I
because
don't like them either, but
I don't.
they grew up around me, so they I had
No, if
access
they
to them.
grew up around you, that's different
Well, the one I'm talking about.
because I don't. Some of them not acting. That's just how they are because that's who they've been around. But there's certain white girls who try to talk black, and they try to talk like they have an attitude, which depicts that they feel like all black women have an attitude, which is probably why black men that date white women don't date black women because they feel like they have an attitude, but they deserve to have one because they're black fucking women. They're the other part of us, dog. They go through the same shit we do. So I'm curious as to why you don't date black women.
Well,
They don't date me. I told you.
Oh,
I don't go out pursuing women. They pursue me. I don't.
I forgot
see
about
that.
this 10
I see
shit.
that.
I'm not at 10. I'm just telling you that's what it
I
is.
see that as the Childish Gambino effect.
What the fuck is that? Yeah, what is that?
That is, women liked him when he got successful. Black women liked him when he got successful. But him trying to get black women on the way up, he had a hard time.
Okay, no,
So he married to a white girl.
no, fuck that. I get that. No, I get that because I don't know what the fuck it is that I do, but I don't care where it is that I'm at. Like, girls have fucked with me regardless of where I've been at in life.
Yeah, but there's some
Okay.
black guys who black women see as corny, see them as nerds. Like I almost fell into that category, but they see me as cool, so I don't really fall into that category.
I'm about to say.
Like,
And
but
nigga,
I
you
had to
cool
call-
too. So like, what the fuck?
but I had to call
I
the
never
black
thought that
nerd.
was cool.
You are kind of a nerd.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
But there's nothing wrong with that because you
No,
know
not
why?
with me.
People fuck with you because you're yourself.
Right.
That's all that matters.
Well,
You're yourself.
I know, but
Everybody's not gonna fuck with everybody.
and I don't have no real reality things to say about this, but like all I can really point out is Urkel. He was trying to be himself, you know, but black women didn't really go towards him. They were like, nah, we ain't fucking with you. You know, and that person was out there for real, but not necessarily him. You know?
So I don't want to make this about black women. We can save this for later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can save that for later because because that's a whole different topic about why niggas don't want to date black women. They're the least dated fucking population out here.
I'm just saying though, in our high school years, me and you, not here, I don't know his generation, But me and you,
He's just a little. He's like,
a little bit-
I'm 45.
Well,
I'll be 45 this year. He's 37.
Well-
So that's damn. That's 2 high school cycles, bro.
yeah, but I do know it switched somewhere where
Bitches, niggas start acting like bitches.
Where the
that's another
fuck
switch.
did that-
That's another switch, but that's not the one I'm talking about. I'm
Oh,
talking about
all right.
where the,
Yeah,
where the cool
okay.
kids,
Right.
where the nerds started winning.
Because no, hold on. This is one thing I will credit my oldest son's mother for telling my son. She told this nigga when he turned 16, all that cute shit not gonna matter when you old. Girls are gonna like you cause you smart. It ain't shift. Girls like the smart nigga, nerd nigga when they get older because they can provide.
Older.
They're the right, because every girl likes the bad boy nigga when they young.
Right.
They chase the nigga that sell drugs. If you're the good guy and you're the boyfriend, as when she's a teenager going into her early 20s, and you're the nice guy that takes her on the dates, a nigga like me who's like, hey yo, fuck that nigga, like no,
Get a 4 for 4
we
with
could do
the
this
new
for hey
Amsterdam.
young real quick, real quick, and this nigga don't even gotta know. You can smoke, let's smoke it real quick. He don't even gotta know nothing, and I don't care whether or not you fuck me or not, Slim. I don't care.
I mean, we way off topic, and I forgot where the
We
fuck
are
we
way
were.
off topic.
But I'm like, what happened to that dude that just put in 25 years, 30 years, or whatever of being a nice guy?
Because
and-
nice
and
guys
he wasn't
finish
getting what he wanted.
last, nigga.
Right.
Nice guys
And
finish
I don't-
last.
and I don't think he
You
finished
don't
last.
want to be a nice
I don't
guy.
think he even finished last.
You can be a good guy, but don't be a nice
Right,
guy.
because I always told.
I'm not
women-
nice.
Well, I always tell myself I'm a good guy. Women want to put that shit on me, or people want to put that shit like, "Oh, you a nice guy, you a good guy." I don't even put that shit on me. I'm like,
Nigga,
nah.
it's stone cold. It's stone cold killers that are good guys.
Yeah.
That'll help an old lady across the street and then shoot you in your face.
Right.
So it's like,
Not a nice guy. I'm a good guy.
not a nice guy. I'm a good guy.
I'm a good guy.
Not saying I would shoot somebody in the face. I don't know how that shit even. You're a good guy, but you don't have to be a nice guy. You're a nice guy.
I could be.
Oh,
No, nigga,
shit.
you're a nice guy.
Oh.
But see, I also feel like because I've known you
Mhm.
for as long as I've known you,
Mhm.
you're really being the diplomat on this motherfucker. Because at the end of the day,
At the end of the day,
look, sometimes things might change. I mean, years go by, things change. You know what I'm saying? So we were talking about the black experience, though, and like we got way the fuck off topic.
way off topic.
It still was talking about the black experience because it was talking about dating.
Well, it
It
was talking about opening up. There should be no gatekeepers to the black experience, and I was trying to figure out what the actual black experience was, so we can have
Yeah.
gatekeeping. And that's why I was saying the internet broke down walls, so we can see a broader range of what the black experience
Yeah,
is.
And
hey,
that's what I
young.
think-
Because we
I
started
think-
to learn that there are kids that grew up rich that don't have the same experience as me. Right?
And they get, but guess what? Kids that are rich will still have that experience if they drive around the wrong motherfucking neighborhood in the wrong fucking car.
You know, that's
Exactly.
what-
They just don't know how to handle
Exactly.
said experience. That's what I want to get
And I
to.
wanna say,
It's
first,
about
show
black people knowing how to handle that experience. We're all going to potentially have it.
So to me,
You can tomorrow, if you get a car, you to me can get pulled over by the police for being a dark-skinned black nigga. And they don't know because you got a beard and a bald head if you ain't out here wrecking shop. Now, how you handle that experience is what I feel like is part of the blackest. My parents taught me how to handle the police when I got pulled over.
damn. So how much is cops a part of the black experience?
They are a part of the black experience because black cops will do the same shit to you.
I feel like it's more. They just taught me how to be respectful to individuals.
Man, my parents taught me.
That's fine
My
and
parents taught me how to come home at night. What they told me, you have your license and your registration presented.
Right.
Hands on the steering wheel with them motherfuckers in your left hand. When they ask you for it, you tell them, officer, I am about to hand you my license and registration. I taught this same shit to my son.
So look.
Because I feel like, hold on, I feel like if I didn't teach him that, I would be doing him a disservice. I would have partially failed him as a fucking father, young, if I did not tell him how to handle himself in situations with the police. And it's crazy that as a father, I should have to feel like I should have to teach my son that.
So yeah, the white talk and the black talk is totally different. The white talk might be about birds and bees. Black talk is about how to stay alive and come home.
Right. A white man is
But
going to
yeah,
say,
both of those.
no, what?
Got both of those talks.
Okay.
Birds and bees and like what you're saying is not, but it wasn't, I'd never, when he told me that, it wasn't like oh, you're a black man in America. It was like, no, hey, listen, if you're driving, they may pull you over. This is what you want to do.
So I've tried all types of approaches with cops.
Me too,
I've
bro.
tried talking my ass off, like excuse my way, mouthing off, and I tried shutting the hell up. When I shut the hell up, guess what happened? I had a whole bunch of cops to me, around me, black, white, all types of races, talking big shit, trying to get me to say some shit. They were talking big shit.
Oh, you were just not talking at all?
I shut the fuck up for once, and they were talking big shit.
You went from two extremes. You went from mouthing off to not
Nah,
talking
but
at
nah.
all.
So this is the thing that I don't like, because it's like when you say it like that nigga shouldn't have had to go through that. He
What?
shouldn't have had to deal with that.
And the black cop came when I was locked up. The black cop came to my jail and he apologized. He said, he was like, I didn't know you had a warrant. And I had a warrant for stuff, stupid shit. For somebody hit my car when I was leaving the hospital, and I had I had a out tail light. So after the person knocked out my tail light when they hit me, the cop pulled me over the next block. And then I got a ticket for that, and I didn't go fix it. So next time I got pulled over, it was a warrant for my arrest or whatever. My license was suspended or whatever the case. But the cop came back to apologize to me after I was already locked up.
So
That's
I asked,
not the white cop. The white cop was talking big shit when I was on that block.
I only asked about the situation about the dating white girl thing because I was wondering, does that like kind of go along with the experience that you've had? Because yeah, you're a black man, but if you primarily hung around white people, then your black experience could also be kind of like from a white perspective, though. I feel like if I feel like I grew up, I mean, shit, for a little while we did, like in an all-white neighborhood, then if my parents didn't keep us whatever the fuck, we would just be doing some of the shit that they did.
So can I change one word? I want to change that from the white experience to a privileged experience.
Good point. A privileged, well, no, because where I lived, they wasn't privileged. That shit was poor white trash. A lot of them people around there was working class, working poor people. So it wasn't like they was sitting up here. My family wasn't sitting up here. We was around the same motherfucking type of people.
Yeah, but what does the cops see you and him as?
No, the cops will see us all the same. No, they're going to see a white person and a black person different. It don't matter. Correct.
They see you as below.
Correct. So that's what the thing. This is my thing, right? If I'm dressed like this, right, maybe a little fly, but if I'm dressed like this, right, and I'm pushing a Mercedes Benz, bumping the new Jeezy, which by the way is dope as fuck.
My man,
you know what I'm saying? The new Jeezy dope as fuck, young. But I'm driving down wherever, right? What are the chances of me getting pulled over if a police see me?
I don't know the math.
You don't gotta know the math. Just use your brain.
What does that mean? I don't know.
You don't know what that means? Okay, let me tell you what the chances of you getting pulled over.
Tell me. Hit me with it.
It's greater than 50. So if you want to be super, super technical, we'll say 51.49% that you'll get pulled over. But I'm going to go with in the motherfucking 70s that your dark-skinned ass going to get pulled over driving a S550 bumping Jeezy. How did you get that car?
We need to test this, America.
Don't get caught.
I think you need to test it.
Yeah, I think you do need to test it.
With an S550.
Can I almost guarantee you?
Mercedes, get at us. Sign out.
I feel like.
And the thing is, the cops might even know and like the shit. And they're going to fucking patronize you and come up and say, oh, Jesus likes to drink. Jesus likes to smoke.
Yep. Do you like to drink? Do you like to smoke? Are you high tonight? Yo, I got pulled over on because no bullshit. I got pulled over on 270 and the fucking cop was going to let me go till this bullshit other police pulled up on the whole other side of the fucking highway and hopped over the fucking stone barrier and was like, yo, where you coming from? Were you hanging on the block sipping 40s with your homies? You smell like liquor. I was like, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I said motherfucker, guess what happened?
Damn.
Handcuffs went on. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's why I told you the next time I shut the fuck up. Because I understood where my mouth got me before. My mouth got me before in jail.
Yo, at that point, he was just a person. He not a police. You the fuck you talking about? I look like that, but you know what? To him, that's what I look like. You want to know some scary shit that my mother told me back in the day, young? When I was 6, probably 15. She used to tell me, and some of my friends too, they might not remember it, but she used to tell me that I fit the description. When she might have said that one day. Yeah. Walking out the house, big coat, skull caps, Timberlands, woo woo woo. We fit the description, and it wasn't her trying to tell us we needed to change our clothes. It was to tell us to be safe and watch out what we doing, because the police, that's how the fuck they look at y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Everybody has their different experiences, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's all it really is.
So for me, it was people told me first, and then the world showed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You learned it for yourself. Because they can prepare you, but they can't live it for you.
Yeah.
When to have a police pull they gun on you, like, it's gotten to the point to where now the police pulling me over, I kind of don't feel no certain type of way because I'm used to it. But it's sad that I'm used to it. Yeah. You're not pulling me over because my license suspended, my registration, I mean, I got dead tags and none of that. You're literally pulling me over because you ain't got shit better to do right now.
Right.
When I had my truck, bruh, I got pulled over in an old Yukon. Yeah, that shit wasn't even no brand new junk. Yeah, I got pulled over so much in that motherfucking truck, dog. That shit was crazy. Why? You got weed in here? Probably. You know what I'm saying? I probably just finished smoking a J, my nigga. But like, what's up? I'm not smoking it actively now. You ain't see me smoking. You just pulled me over because my tent, dog, on a black truck.
Right. I was in my Benz. White girl pulled me over.
This nigga said
right.
his Benz.
White officer pulled me over, right? And she asked me why I was so nervous. And I thought she was pretty as fuck. And I told her, I was like, well, pretty officers kill niggas too.
Wow.
That's so funny.
You ain't getting no ticket, though.
No. She told me.
You ain't getting no ticket, though. Huh?
She made me throw my weed.
Yeah,
but
you could have went back and got that. Yeah, if you really wanted it, you could have went back and got that.
But the whole thing, though, they pulled up on me really fast. I had to make a U-turn on Slim Street. And I see a light. All I saw was headlights coming towards me. So I made my turn really fast. And the next thing I know, this car's on my ass for 2 stop signs. For 2 stop signs, this car's on my ass. It's like I hit third one, and like, I kind of ignored the stop sign. Like, fuck, y'all gonna stay on my ass. I'm just ignore the stop sign and make my turn to the main road.
Oh,
and
nigga, you was wildin'. They was about to put your ass on high-speed chase status.
Well, it was in high beams in my fucking mirror, and me.
But see, that's the thing. Those interactions that I've had with the police made me learn how to deal with the police. Like, I'm not pulling over if one of your headlights is out. You can't give me a ticket, motherfucker, if you get out of there and you not out of your car and you ain't in uniform. You know what I'm saying? There's certain shit that if you know what you talking about, they can't do but so much.
And at a certain point, you don't understand that police and jack boys act the same.
Yeah, facts.
They pull up on you on the same way.
You never been pulled up on by a jack boy neither. But that's an awesome thing. That's an awesome thing. I ain't really never been pulled up on by no jack boys neither. I ain't really never had no problems like that. I ain't never really had no problems like that. So I've had somebody try to take my shit before, but I ain't really had too many problems like that. You know what I'm saying? But they do exist, and you gotta be, because I think too, if you vigilant, sometimes motherfuckers ain't paying attention. Like, I'm vigilant. I watch everything, bro. I watch everybody's hands, how they fucking move. Call it anxiety, call it PTSD. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, but I don't trust nobody when I'm out in public. You know what I'm saying? When I was with my girl, I got her like this because I don't trust nobody that's out in public.
Yeah, you get too close to me, I start checking for water.
Hey, Slim. Bro, hey, no bullshit. No bullshit. One of the reasons I don't carry a handgun, bro, is because I probably forget that I got a handgun. Like, I don't don't want to even let you get to a handgun. I got to pull my shit before. I'm gonna try to probably take yours. It's probably stupid or ignorant, but
I wouldn't say
I would rather be the aggressor and go out than be the nigga that's like, you know what I'm saying? Take my shit and you shoot me anyway. I don't know if I could live with, damn, I'll be dead. But I was about to say, I don't know if I could live with myself. But if I survive the shoot, I don't think I could live with myself if I went out just like hit. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. You know what I mean? Take this. All right. You know what I mean? I don't know if I could. I don't know. And I'm not saying I grew up around. You know where I grew up at. That's just in me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of the same thing with the police. If you pull me over for no reason, like I'm pissed at you that you pulled me over for no reason. I'm not gonna be respectful to you because you ain't respectful to me. You gotta give respect or get respect. So why the fuck should I respect you? You could just be power tripping right now. I feel like personally George Floyd, long time ago, whatever, but it's still happening. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we should forget about the nigga because it was a long time ago. It's like the shit's still happening. But I feel like he died because of a power trip. You know what I'm saying? The racism started the situation. Him being black, a white officer, yes, the racism started it. But him dying was because that man had on that uniform and felt like he felt that power over top of him, and he went too far and he killed him. So, cause when it comes to the police, they all boys in blue. When I was in the military, we all brothers in arms. We all wear the same motherfucking green fatigue uniform, whether it say Army, Marines, Air Force, or Navy. Well, Navy wears some other shit, but like, so I don't know, bro. What happened?
I was scratching.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
I can hear him scratching.
Yeah. My fault. My fault.
But nah, it's not to say that but it's funny though, because why have you felt that other people have maybe questioned your whatever blackness quotient, your black card, whatever the case? Everybody's always like, let me take your black card. Like,
Because I heard it.
But why do you feel like people have said that?
I don't feel like people have said that. They've said that to me. I've heard that.
Well, what were the circumstances?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Growing so
hold on. I'm saying, why do you feel like they said it? They have said it.
Yeah.
So why do you feel like they said
why
that?
do I feel they said it? Because our experiences were so different, because I spoke differently from them, because I hadn't seen movies that they saw that were considered to be part of the black history culture, because I didn't like the same things they liked. It was just numerous things, just over and over.
I mean, I met the nigga and I was like, yo, that's Esquire, because the nigga, I fuck with how the nigga talk.
Well, my half-white girlfriend said the same thing.
What?
That she gets the same type of shit, like, oh, you ain't seen, because she's raised by a white parent. Like,
understandable, but that's the thing. There's no guardians or gatekeepers of the black culture, but there's definitely, like, I think a black people quotient or something. Like, like if you kind of like, not to say you're not black, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like most people would describe the black experience is you have to grow up in the hood. But that's not the black experience. Everybody's black experience could be different. It's just that the black experience in the hood has been glamorized through music and the shit look cool. So even rich motherfucking black kids want to be from the hood.
so they buy a chain.
So they buy a chain and they put rims on the Benz that they mother bought them. And they start rapping lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to hang out in the hood, claim blood and all those other bullshit.
Exactly. But when the real shit come, they're like, oh my God, I need to call my mommy.
I mean, what else would you...
What else would you do? That's what nigga, I was never calling my mother because I feel like my mother would probably come down there and whoop my ass for being where I was at.
Yeah, for sure.
Why are you even in this shit?
I was always, I just raised, I don't know who raised me to be like this, but I know if I get myself in a situation, I gotta have the balls to get myself out the situation.
No, yeah.
Nigga, this is one thing I know about him. Back then, if he was with me, my mother would have came and got both of us. So I'd have been like, but that would have been the last, because I'd have been terrified to call my mother and been like, yeah, I came down here and did woo, 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 woo. I need you to come get me. She might have been like, nah, because she told me before, like, yo, she told me I'm going to sleep at night because I'd rather be woken up by a phone call than laying up all night waiting for something to happen. So I was like, damn, all right. Guess that means I don't got to come in the house. It's up to me if I make it back in the show. Shit. As long as I make it back in this show, I'm good.
I'm good. Made it back.
Shit, I'm home, young. Hey, look. But she used to be petty, though. Yeah, I ain't going into that. I love you, young. I ain't going into that. But she was to do, it was a psychological thing, like, nigga, bring your ass in the house. I'm the fucking underground sprinkler system on the door. So you couldn't walk in without getting soaking wet? Yeah.
So I think in today's age, the black experience needs to be expanded and have more of a voice from other
Yo, the black experience needs to come off the internet. We live the black experience. These motherfuckers are watching the black experience. They're not going out there and doing shit. They're emulating what they see online and doing it from their house.
I'm gonna help you out though. They see the Suki Hanas.
There we go. Keep going. The fucking magician. She said, yo, that's like yeah, you shaking your head. Is this why you don't date black women, bro? Because it's bitches like Suki? If that's the case, I understand.
I don't know why it keeps coming back to me. Like,
Cause you the other one.
Nigga, because you the other person on our podcast. The fuck you talking about?
I'm talking about like,
if you was like, if you was like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, is that why you date loudmouth little bitches? Like, I'd be like, hey, let me think about that. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Nah, yeah, that was.
You've been around some of the people I talk to. Like, the fuck?
That was a very triggering interview.
That shit pissed me off. Yeah, I was like, please cancel this. Whatever canceling is, young, cancel this, broad.
Right. I don't know you. I mean, I know who you are, but I don't know your music. I don't know.
I don't know what she got famous for. Is she?
And that's
no, she's the famous broad she's famous for talking about eating ass, which I don't want to listen to a bitch talking about eating ass, young. Like,
I want my ass eaten.
I don't, yeah. Come on, yeah. Let's change the subject, young. So, like, see, this is what I'm saying, though. This is how we can't move the black race forward because of bitches like her. And I will use that word when it comes to her. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't call Michelle Obama that.
No.
But this bitch, Suki Hana, come on, bruh.
So is there anybody not showing class?
Is there anybody not showing class?
That we not, you say you want to do the Michelle Obama, but I want to flip it to the men's side too.
Okay.
So is there anybody not that doesn't show public class that you want to disown? Because for some reason,
if I knew this question before, I could probably come up with a long ass list. This is like telling me to pick a song.
For some reason, the game is in my mind.
The game?
The game. And him trying to fight people and all this other type
of shit. I didn't like the game's Drink Champs interview, and that was the last time I paid attention to the game. It was when I watched his Drink Champs, and he had that mask on the whole time, and everything he kept saying was just like he was talking like he was trying to prove that he did whatever he did as opposed to just being him.
And that's why I'm saying, that's why I expanded to, are we doing this to anybody not showing class? Like.
Yeah, I feel like in that particular situation, he should look at himself as like OG status by now to where he's bringing them up versus trying to still have motherfuckers doing the same shit that he was doing. And that's what I felt like. It was like not about trying to teach motherfuckers that gangbanging was fucked up. He's still trying to encourage and promote gangbanging like, I don't know.
He's still talking about fighting.
Yeah, that's what I'm
loving at like 40-something years old.
That's what I'm saying. Like it don't seem like he kind of grew. But the last thing I saw that was anything in depth with him was the Drink Champs jump. So
Yeah, same thing.
I mean, I just kind of like stopped paying attention to the nigga. He ain't really got nothing popping anyway. So I don't know. You know who the game is, right?
Of course.
I'm just fucking with you.
I mean,
I'm fucking with you, bro. Don't take it personal. I'm fucking with you.
You said what?
I just said personality-wise or whatever. I don't see too much growth in him from where he started to where he is now. Besides money.
So let's see. Anybody else that fall into that category though? That we just would disown for doing some wild
I'd love to
shit.
give Jim Jones that, but I'm trying to think about it.
He was trending that way. Jim was trending that way.
I'm saying anybody who doesn't grow but been around a lot of shit for the last 15 years and you ain't grow, you still the same ignorant motherfucker.
I would think rap wise, I can't say who he is wise, but Pusha T rap wise, I would say hasn't grown. And literally the clips came out in like 2000, bro. 2001. I was down living in Hampton when them niggas came out.
Well, I think he grew.
But he just grew in his cocaine talk.
Well, I think he understands his audience.
He does, but he need if he wanted to talk about himself as one of them niggas, he needed to expand his audience.
Yes.
And he never.
But I think it's too late for that.
It is too late for that. That's what I'm saying. He has to talk the shit that he talking about because that's what everybody know him by. Right.
You gotta talk about
But I don't know. Disowning, I guess, like classless shit that I've seen has mostly come from the women.
I mean, it's a lot on that side. It's like, damn, you still want to?
Yeah, and the sad part is that it's translating into like how a lot of women act out here in real society. And how do we progress as a black race if black women don't like black men? Well, see, sometimes black men don't like black women either. So, I mean, we can't dismiss that part. Niggas is acting like bitches out here a lot of the time.
I think nobody likes this modern shit. I think everybody likes old school traditions, even whether they want to
admit it or not,
whether they want to be a part of it or not.
They don't want to be a part of it.
They don't want to be it
because
but they want to accept it.
No, you're making that face. Everybody wants it, but they don't want to be a part of it because everybody's out for themselves. And they're scared of getting played. They're scared of getting made to look stupid or put on Instagram or whatever. I'm going to embarrass you. Yo, why the fuck do we know so much about bitches and men's relationships that we don't know? And they ain't famous. But they're posting this dude did such and such and la la la. I need help. No, you don't need help. You just need to leave the nigga alone. But also, too, it's a lot of these people, they not actually in relationships with each other neither. They just fucking each other. And a lot of times relationships turn into relationships because you like fucking the person and you hope that you get along. Y'all went to the movies once or had drinks once before you did it. Oh, that was cool. Let's be together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this I like your drink order.
Yeah, this is the shit that got people.
Share that
this
on
the shit that got people fucked up. But back when we was growing up, and I know this for a fact, there was times where you would be happy and shocked if the girl gave it up on the first night. You probably would call her a hoe. Right. Now
at a 20 something,
you expecting that. But now you like, young, if she ain't fucking you on the first night, you kind of looking at her like,
you don't like me?
You don't fuck with me. You don't fuck with me.
That's wild.
It is wild. Like, but that's what it is because guess what? Females will tell you straight to your face, yo, I want to see what your dick look like so I know if I want to fuck with you or not.
And to me, that's part of the internet opened up so much.
Yeah, the internet opened up everything because now the game is on the internet.
Between the internet and reality TV?
Hey, young, the game is on the internet. A nigga like me, nigga like him that had game, the game is on the internet. They telling you what to fucking do. So now nothing you do is a surprise. Now bringing your girl flowers at lunch ain't good enough because you ain't fly them bitches in on a helicopter. But who the fuck got money for all that, bitch? You can't afford a Wendy's 4 for $4.
So I want to say effort ain't even enough because you got to show money.
No, but money is effort.
Nah.
And now, no, this is what they look at it as. Money is effort. Money is respect. You know what I'm saying?
I heard a woman say that she didn't want a home cooked meal. She wanted the man to show.
To take her out.
Yeah.
Bitch, please. I make a steak better than Ruth Chris. I'm gonna just say that.
And that's what I'm saying. I know some guys who cook better than these restaurants, and it's gonna be more clean. It's gonna be a lot.
And guess what? That nigga put effort in and some care.
And he put thought into it too.
And
thought store. He thought about every portion of your meal.
Fact. But no, that ain't good enough. Right. It's easy for me to say, yo, take my credit card and pay for this $200 bill. So what? You order. Did you see the fucking video of the girl? I know everybody's seen it. It's kind of old, where the girl got taken out to some restaurant and she was slurping the noodles and biting into the lobster. It's like, you want a first class date, but then you ain't a first class chick. You have zero class.
I was convinced that was a poorly directed script.
I thought it was a skit.
There's no
but
way.
No, I don't.
There's no way that this woman came out the house.
That's not true, my nigga. That's not true, my nigga.
I'm leaving them the fuck alone.
Nah, don't say that. Don't say that.
No, sir.
That's the dog.
Nope.
I'm telling you,
nope.
You shouldn't be surprised at the level of ignorance that exists out here, bruh. There is a way. There is a way. Some females, let me just say this, because I'm trying to be more empathetic as I graduated out of therapy and all that shit. I'm trying to be more empathetic and understanding of, and psychological. I ain't no psychiatrist, but like understanding with motherfucker. She might have been a bitch that's used to eating crab legs. And crab legs is the high point of her life. She's psyched. Nigga, I grew up eating crabs. So that shit wasn't nothing special. But some people might feel like, yo, if I got crab legs, that's special. So she biting into the crab legs. All she seen was a crustacean, my nigga. So she bit into the lobster.
Leaky says, things to keep private, your relationships and your finances.
Facts.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't know.
I had to learn about both.
Facts. I barely post pictures and shit on whatever, like every now and then, and to make it seem, because you know that little, if you don't post, you can. But fuck no. Am I every move? Nope. What we doing? Nope. Whether we happy or not? Nope. Why the fuck do people want to post when they arguing? Sneaky Regan that took us off the rails too. What's up, Sneaky? Nah, Sneaky cool though, bro. But nah, young, we kind of, this is all about black people and shit though, young, because this is what makes some niggas not want to date white women. I mean, not date black women. The attitudes and the expectations that come along with it, and it's like, we got to prove to you that we love you, bitch. I don't got to do all that. Sorry. Can't undo it, but I apologize for that one.
Do that
shit. Black women got superpowers too.
What superpowers?
I've had a black woman.
They do got superpowers. I just want to know.
Tell me that the money I was making, which was above $70,000, she clowned me about making that money, making it sound like I wasn't gonna make no more money than that, and she made me feel bad about it. That was a superpower. Make me feel like. No. See, I'm gonna say this to you too. This is part of the problem, bruh, is that we stop being men. Who the fuck cares what the fuck she got to say? Well, I see that now.
About your, and especially about your money.
I was making 8 times more than she was.
And you made more than her. So the thing is, I would have looked at her like, this is the thing. I don't want to get into this. I don't want to get into this because this is going to go. We might talk for another fucking hour about this shit, bruh. But it goes back to earlier what I said about whenever the thing, like, so how black women have gone to work and they see these white men in suits and they start treating their blue-collar husband or blue-collar boyfriend like shit. Chad drives a Tesla. Chad leaves work early and goes to see, you know what I'm saying, his girlfriend or whatever. He spends time with me. He takes his girlfriend on lunch dates. Why you can't do that? Because I drive a truck. Now, I drive a truck. I'm home by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'll be here when you get home. And I just clocked $600, $700 this day or whatever. But that ain't every black woman neither.
No.
It's not all of them.
I don't want to put nothing on
everybody. But now the stigma and the overall perception of black women is now that that's how they act. And they feel entitled.
That's their own doing. How many times have we seen them say that they want $100,000, dude? Or
right, you gotta be, what was it, 6 feet, 6 figures, and a 6-pack, right?
That's the damn devil.
I watched the girl
6'6". No shit. My nigga Diplomat. That's a clip. Fuck that shit, no, because that is the devil, nigga.
6 figures, 6 foot tall with a 6-pack. That's too many damn sixes, bitch.
But bitches like devils. They want to marry the good guy and fuck the bad guy.
Not finna make me look like a fool.
You can't help that.
I can.
But I guess if you just don't, deal with it. But I don't see how you could do that. I'd rather take the risk. I run the risk. I could be the devil too, bitch. Fuck that shit, young. Like, don't play with me, Slim. Like, nah, don't play with me. Cause one thing about me, young, is that I feel like as a man, can't no female really like tell you could say whatever you want. Oh, you need to get in shape, man. The fuck, somebody like me. I always feel like that. We get better with age. Things tend to sag on them. You have a couple kids, that thing don't feel the same no more. You know what I'm saying?
Sag is crazy.
You start to get a little bit older, the desperation of needing a husband starts to just look bad on you. You know what I'm saying? And if men keep their shit in perspective, not saying you should demean a woman, degrade a woman, none of that. You should just be a man and somebody for her to want to say, yeah, I'm trying to be with this nigga. Not you chasing her to make her want to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
While you chasing her, she talking to the next nigga telling him how you're chasing her.
Yep.
This nigga get on my nerves. Why he keep calling my phone? Well, that's your boyfriend. I'm just saying, though. I told the nigga I don't want to be with him no more. No, you didn't. You keep answering the nigga texts. We gonna have one joint a series of just the PIMP Chronicles, bro. And we gonna just spit all game since everybody else want. We gonna spit all game of this jump.
You need to have part 2s of some of these conversations too.
This is a part 2 conversation.
Well, what you just went through, I started hearing the reverse conversation from women that the men is that they dating is.
Hey, Diplomat, let's get a bookmark. Shit, hey, let's get a bookmark.
We started talking about women doing that. I started talking about the bitch assness of men.
Nick. We did this in season 1, though. We did definitely do bitch ass niggas in season 1.
Oh, that's coming back.
We definitely did, but we did part 1. We never did part 2.
Okay.
So we definitely could do part 2 on bitch ass niggas because there's a lot of niggas out here wearing panties. It's a lot of hey, young. I'm sorry, Rose. It's a lot of niggas out here wearing panties, bruh.
I didn't say you were wrong.
Young. Damn. It's a lot of niggas out here that's doing a lot of, like, girl shit. I should not see a nigga rolling a J in the car while she's pumping gas. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
She can't roll.
No, she should be rolling. Nigga,
no, that's what I'm saying. That's
when you get the bud, you supposed to pass it to her to roll the J. If she don't roll the J, she
cut her off.
Fuck? Now, I ain't say cut her off, but you might need to school her, or what the fuck is she doing?
Nah, you cut her off, bro. She can't roll that.
I don't know about cutting her off, man, because some of them just need to be a little bit molded and taught. You can't just throw them to the wind, bruh.
And that's what I realized in my older age, that a lot of these people don't have guidance.
You can't just throw them to the wind, young. See, like, So you want a ready-made product.
Nope. I don't want nothing. I roll my shit myself.
What?
You
I was
not
talking
finna.
about I was talking about a female, not the J.
100%. Yeah. Nope. I don't. Nope.
You want to roll it yourself.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. So I
Anyway,
wanted to deal with that shit.
anyway,
You know what I'm doing.
I don't know, yeah. Like I just feel like none of them are easy to deal with. They all gonna come with they shit, but just like a part of why we can't move forward as that's why we started talking about this shit when it came to the female part of it is because part of the reason that it's difficult for us to move forward is because the black families are broken too. We're having black babies and now the woman don't like the man. You hate this nigga because he's not who? Chad at the office, or he's not the black dude that you seeing on IG perping. Oh, yo. Or these bitch ass, not even gonna call them bitch ass niggas. Let me not say that because that sounds like hating because they might not be bitch niggas. But to me, if you trying to be prettier than a female in your videos, you's a bitch nigga. You might be able to fight, but that don't make you not a bitch. But if you'll see what your girl like. Your girl will see all these little niggas that they always shaped up. They fucking putting facial mask on and they put a quote. Oh, you should never cheat on your girl. Or I'm the guy that's gonna come home and bring you flowers. And she liking all them posts that this nigga put, but she'll never like your shit.
She's a hater.
No, because she's showing you what she like. She's showing you what would walk in the room when you're sitting there, she would lose her fucking composure for.
Is that what it is?
Nigga. Yeah, that's what it is, bruh. They gonna do one or two things if they interested in somebody that you bring around, nigga. They gonna get extremely giddy or they gonna get extremely quiet. And just pay attention.
Yeah.
Super quiet means I can't show. If I say something, I might give away that I'm so
away.
whatever. So I just got to be quiet.
Or they just lose composure.
Yo, they just lose their composure. Exactly, bruh. Exactly, bruh. So, hey, men got to remain in the position of being men. If she going to do whatever the fuck, let her ass go, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, in honor of Black History Month, black women, if you want black men, y'all need to stop acting like black men ain't shit. Stop demeaning a nigga because he ain't every fucking thing under the sun, bitch. You ain't everything under the sun. You might got a couple kids already. Start like, what the fuck is you talking about?
Forgot what the fuck I was saying.
Nah, young, because that shit right there, I'm a chauvinist first and foremost, dog. I stand on the side of men being men all day. Females are supposed to be our assistant, help out, partners, all of that shit right there. You know what I'm saying? The pussy ain't the prize. Stop acting like your vagina's a prize. Half your vagina stink. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on the inside. Oh, you don't got to stop right now. I'm going to stop talking.
I mean, listen. What did Outkast say? Roses really smell like
hold on, what did Big Boy say? dump in the guts, wrong from the giddy up. Better choose the right one or pick the kitties up. Yeah, nigga. Fuck that. Hey, we might need to call this one.
Hour and a half right now.
Yeah, Slim, we just stopped talking all about Black history. We ain't talking about nobody that invented shit or none of that.
I was about to say, y'all want to give y'all black greats.
Oh, shit. Black greats.
Damn.
Michael Jordan is a black great to me. My favorite basketball player on the planet. I wasn't alive when Muhammad Ali was boxing, so all I can say is I've seen YouTube clips, and I really can't say that I know. I mean, I know what he stood for.
Ben Carson is his last name.
Ben Carson?
Yeah.
That's one of yours?
Yeah.
The doctor dude?
Yeah.
Are you like doing this on purpose, my nigga? I feel like at this point you said, "Oh, you're serious. You're serious."
What do you mean? I'm so confused.
Oh shit.
Whoa, wait,
Okay.
what?
All right.
I'm missing.
So who
something
else?
Nah, I couldn't think of his last name. I had to figure it was Ben Carson. Who else? Who else you got? You said Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Muhammad Ali from the stance that he took, but I wasn't alive when that happened, but I just know from the stance, and my father used to fuck with him. Yeah, like
I mean,
most of them gonna kind of sound cliche. Yeah, it's gonna sound cliche. I wasn't alive. I wasn't alive for them.
Frederick Douglass,
Barack was the first black president, but I mean, I don't feel inspired that I would ever be the president. I like it though that I could tell my sons like, yeah, you could be the president. We said about. I like that aspect of it. But like black people that I look up to is kind of like, I don't know, they kind of in my family. You know what I mean? Like,
I am that dude.
yeah.
Because
So
DC, I'm gonna throw out Benjamin Banneker.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna also throw out Art Tatum because I play keyboard.
Who?
Art Tatum.
Art Tatum?
If you don't know him, look him up.
I mean, I can't. I just want to make sure I got his name right. Art Tatum? Okay.
And the man and because I had one of the first Super Soakers, the dude who built the Super Soakers.
What was his name?
What else we gonna do in there? Turn signal? What else we gonna do in there?
yo, we got the elevator, nigga, all types of shit. The peanut, the whole
George Washington Carver.
a whole lot of things. Yeah, it's a whole lot of things.
You know, it's a whole bunch of guys that make our life possible as it is. That they just don't get credit.
Lonnie Johnson was the gentleman who made the Super Soaker.
There we go. Shout out to Lonnie.
Lonnie!
What's the dude name that made Under Armour? The black dude that made Under Armour. I think he went to Maryland. He from Baltimore and all that shit. I can't remember his name. He ain't necessarily a hero of mine, but like somebody to celebrate.
Kevin Plank.
But see, like people like Allen Iverson and you know what I'm saying, Kobe and niggas was like, I looked at,
Kevin Plank's not black.
So that's not him then. Who's the bald-headed dude that be in the commercials? You know what? He sold the company, I think is why, but he's the one that started that. It was a black dude. Bald-headed black dude. He remind me of Terrell Suggs.
It says Under Armour was founded September 25th, 1996 by Kevin Plank, then 24-year-old former special teams captain of the University of Maryland football team.
And that's a white dude.
Yes.
Not a black dude with a bald head.
No.
Wow. That's wild. I could have sworn, okay, so this misstep in black history, I had it wrong because I could have swore the nigga that owned Under Armour was actually black. And that was like the whole point. The nigga was in his own commercials and shit.
Under Armour moved operations from a row house in Georgetown neighborhood of Washington, D.C., which belonged to Kevin Plank's, white boy, grandmother, to an all-new headquarters and warehouse in Baltimore, Maryland. The city has called home ever since. So part of the information tracks. I don't know who the bald black guy is, but
that's crazy.
Life, huh? Finds a way.
Shout out to Garrett Morgan. Shout out to
Garrett Morgan, the stoplight.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew that one. You guys ever play Categories?
Under Armour. I fuck with Categories.
Hey.
Shout out to Marie Van.
Categories, niggas. Yeah, I know who it's for. But
Marie Van Brown.
Huh?
Marie Van Brown.
Who?
Marie Van Brown.
I don't. What was that?
She been in the home security system.
ADT?
That's a popular company, but it don't necessarily mean.
That's not the one that she did.
That's necessarily the first.
Shit.
What about shout out to Hannibal? He made fucking Rome change their name to Italy.
I'm sorry, what? Hannibal Lecter?
No, that's a person who never existed. I'm talking about Hannibal who rode elephants across Africa to fucking tackle Rome. Why do you think Rome is not called Rome and why it's called Italy?
Never
Isn't
considered
Rome
that.
in Italy?
Yes, but it was Rome. But we all know Rome was that big ass.
I don't
Empire
know.
at first.
I don't know.
Well, you know Hannibal rode elephants and kicked.
I do know that.
Yeah.
I do also know that we stopped talking about Black history.
Well, I'm trying to keep it going. Hannibal was black.
Yeah.
So I'm
Nah, I
talking
was just
Black history.
fucking with you, you know what I mean? But it's 9:40.
We say shout out to Booker T, five-time WWC champion.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you.
Shout out to what's the fuck is that? I can't even think of this nigga name, so fuck the shout out. It'll come back to me. I had one. Everybody had a good one, and I had one. I can't think of it no more.
Damn.
So I gotta stop drinking.
But shout out to black inventors, black creators,
Absolutely.
black people who push this shit forward all together.
Yeah, it's like, and who are the people now that are continuing to push that forward? Who are the people? Let's leave it with that. Let's pick back up on that next week. Who are the people that we are looking to? We talked about who we might look up to, our heroes. A lot of them are dead and gone now. So who are the people now that we're like, yeah, I could see this person. They're going to bring us into the future. Shit, maybe we're three of them. You know what I mean? But like, who are these people? Who would you look to right now and say, okay, not necessarily saying the black race, you putting it all on them or whatever, but as a torchbearer, as a face, because certain, like, white people have certain faces of who they have and they want to put out theirs, this depiction, and who's that for us?
So for me, I'm gonna say this because I don't know anybody else who owns it, but whoever owns Industrial Bank, the black people who own Black Industrial Bank,
Industrial Bank sucks though.
they may suck, but they try.
They suck though.
I ain't never had them, so.
They suck though.
But any black person who owns a bank, any black person who I know there's black women who out here who got tequila companies.
The
now
three of us tomorrow, if all of us got
we have it.
650 credit scores or better, can go start a bank.
We could, but we haven't.
But we haven't.
Right.
Exactly.
So until we do,
Exactly.
I ain't giving myself nothing.
Don't know. No, I'm just saying we could.
We could.
We definitely could. A Grameen bank.
In the cans.
Hey,
I'm about to
yo.
doings. I'm about to doings. Who's really
I am about to doing too. Fuck that shit. I'm about getting it done. So we could put a little bit, we could kind of set it off right here or stop it right here or whatever. Ain't ready to set nothing else off but a J and some food. Hungry.
With that said, America, you already know what time it is. Same bad time, same bad channel.
809. We damn sure stop talking about black history. D1, it's a lot of bad. See, it's hard to think on the spot who these people are.
Until, yep. Woo.